2024 Ford Mustang. This is the EcoBoost 2.3 liter. So Ford went ahead with the 2024 Mustang and redesigned it a little bit, not too much, but they extended the rear area right around the wheel well, kind of extended it out a little bit, gives it a little bit more muscle, a little bit more width. Now what else is pretty neat is, as you'll see, the front of the vehicle has a different design with the lightings, more of an aerodynamic look, and the hood as well has a little bit different hood scoop feel to it. Really neat. It's a nice new revamp that Ford has done. So to go back in history a little bit, I'm going to compare this 2024 Mustang. Now this is the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine. I'm going to compare that to a 2010 Ford Mustang. One thing is, the old 2010 had 210 horsepower. Now this 2024 has 315 horsepower. It's got 350 pounds of torque. The 2010 had 240 pounds of torque. So it is a big difference from then to now. The other thing as well is this 2024 will get 21 miles per gallon in the city and 32 on the highway. We're back in 2010, you would have got 16 miles per gallon in the city and 24 on the highway. It's got a really nice, cool feature now with the new 24s. They have what's called the rev match. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and remote start the vehicle. It's gonna start up. Of course, it's got a really nice sound on the Mustang. What's gonna happen is it's gonna warm up, give it about 20-30 seconds, and then I'm gonna do the rev. Really cool. You can go ahead and rev it, and it'll do a sequence of revs, which is pretty neat. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit unlock and then lock. And then we're gonna see a light flash up, and it's gonna do the preliminary rev, and then I'm gonna do the lock, the unlock and lock again, and it's gonna do a sequence of revs. Pretty neat. You can kind of show it off to your friends, wake up the neighbors. Everybody will like it. All right, so you ready? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit unlock, lock. You'll see it light up. One more time. There's the one rev, and then here we go for the big bang. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, one of the nice features with this Mustang, first of all, that I like personally, is they have a redesigned steering wheel. As you can see, it's got a little bit more of a curvature, a square kind of curvature to it, which is new to the Mustang. And also what's really neat is this giant 2-screen panel here. As you can see, I mean, there's so many different options for the inside displays. One of the neat ones that I like is you can hit this little button down here that looks like the pony. You hit that, and now you can do your different track apps. You can do your auxiliary gauges. You can switch those around. Custom modes. So if I go in here, I can go and do the normal mode, go to sport mode, and it changes all the display, which is pretty neat. And then I can go back and actually change the exhaust. On this Mustang, we have the exhaust that you can open and close the baffles, so it does sound a little bit different. You can have a little bit more girthy kind of a sound, or if you're coming home late at night, need to keep it quiet for your neighbors, you can go ahead and put it on the quiet exhaust. So that's kind of a nice new feature. It's not necessarily new, but it's a good option on this vehicle for the year. So with the exhaust modes here, it's really neat. You can have the regular normal exhaust, which is on right now. And now we can go to the quiet exhaust. Now that would be if you're coming home late or you just want a quiet drive. And then we also have what's really neat is called the sport exhaust. And last but certainly not least, you can do what's essentially like a track racing exhaust. Which gives it a nice purr. One of my personal favorites is the cluster theme. Now this is pretty neat. As you can see the display here, we're in normal, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the sport mode, and you'll see over here, it changes the whole dynamics of the cluster here. So I'm gonna go to track mode. It's gonna have a different display. You'll be able to see the RPMs a little bit better. Then I'm gonna go to comm mode. Just a nice Sunday drive, easy to read display. So now we do have the cruise control in here, which actually does have on this particular vehicle the adaptive cruise as well. It's super easy to read and use. What you do is you'll hit the on button, of course, you turn the display on, and then you go ahead and you can set your actual speed. So let's say I'm going 60 miles an hour, I'll set my speed, and then I can also change the gap difference of the people in front of me. So if somebody in front of me goes 50 miles an hour, but I'm set at 60, I can change the actual distance. So 3, 2, 1. Think about a 3 second as a 1 1 second, 2 1 second, 3 1 second. That is your gap difference if somebody were to slam their brakes on. So it's a very efficient method to use, and also it does have lane assist as well. Lane assist will keep you in the lane. It'll read the lines in the road and essentially keep you in as an assistant. Now, if it is raining or snowing, it'll deactivate, but very nice safety system to have on the vehicle. So now with the Mustang, this 2024, it's gonna look a little bit different. We have the nice leather stitch seating, as you can see here. Kind of a different feel to it than we're used to. And a nice stitching on the interior as well. And you'll have, of course, the custom Mustang logo on the dash there, which is really nice. And there's tons of other features in here as well. Lots of safety features. You got the heated seats. Now this particular one does have the cool seats as well. That is an option. And of course the backup camera, side blind zone alert as well.